Hi class, Dr. Earls just checking in during our week 3. I wanted to especially communicate with you to encourage you to anticipate next week, Thanksgiving week. This entire D term is challenging in the respect of that we're entering into the holiday period and you have lots more on your plate just because of the time of the year. So I just wanted to say, if at all possible, if you can get a little bit ahead on your work for next week, you'll have your second book report. It'll be on Sharing Jesus Without Fear, Bill Fay's book. It's an easy read and an enjoyable read with the facts and information, the testimonies that are going to be shared. But you'll want to critically read that, especially in light of our day that we are now living and what we need to understand, and looking at all that and the facts that Bill Fay presents in his book, Sharing Jesus Without Fear. All that said, again, if you can get ahead some on the work and get it done, if at all possible, before Thanksgiving Day, that'll be just a lot better for you and your Thanksgiving experience. I am going to allow for you to submit the work late after Thanksgiving week by at least a day without any penalties. But again, I'd rather you have all that freed up off of you if you can possibly do the work before Thanksgiving Day. Thanks, class, for all you're digging in on this course. Again, sharing Christ with others and investing our lives in those who do not know Christ yet, to help them come to know Christ and follow and serve Him. It's not just a blessing, it is a special relationship between you and the Savior. Again, I'm going to include in this what Howard Hendricks shared about disciple making. He taught at Dallas Seminary for over 50 years, was the chaplain for the Dallas Cowboys under Tom Landry. But he makes the statement regarding the Great Commission clause that Jesus says, "And lo, I am with you always." That's made in the context of our going with Him and making our lives available to Him to be used to be His spokespersons and His tools to make others disciples of Him with our lives and our lips. So again, as we're studying in this course, intelligent, caring listening opens the doors faster to sharing Christ than any other approach that we practice. But we have to be intentional about that, as you've been watching in the webinars and you've been reading about and working on your discussion boards. So again, because people today, especially in the millennial world, and even to say postmoderns, have less information, less knowledge, less understanding of the Bible, God, as far as our entire culture and where we are at this point in American life in relation to the gospel, we are going to need to be wise in investing more relational capital into unbelievers before the cross, but that will mean after the cross much more fruitful living in those lives that come to Christ through that kind of intentional walking relationship, walking them to the cross practice by us as Christians. Then when they make a decision for Christ, it's a reasoned, well understood commitment, both a decision and a direction with their lives they're taking, and with that much more profitable honoring of Christ and magnifying Christ out of their lives. So again, this study is very rich in what it's going to mean to the rest of your life, and knowing Christ better yourself personally, as well then being more capable of making Him known publicly. The 1 Peter 2:9 promise and principle. God bless you, class. Have a great Thanksgiving week ahead. I'll try to get another YouTube out before Thanksgiving Day, but please do all you can to get your work of week 4 done before Thanksgiving Day. Thanks. Bye.